Color Blind, a love story. The author delves into the complexities and challenges that Kevin and Taylor face, two individuals whose hearts lead them into a passionate relationship. Kevin, a young black charismatic gentleman, and Taylor, an irresistible white beautiful lady, navigate the delicate dynamics of their families and the society, only to discover that deep-rooted racism exists on both sides. In a society that sometimes fails to recognize the beauty of diversity, Color Blind, a love story, explores the transformative power of love and the indomitable spirit that propels Kevin and Taylor forward to each other.
Chapter 1. Tale as Old as Time. As Kevin, Marcus, and Brooklyn wandered the mall, the aroma of freshly made pretzels and mixed odors from various cuisines filled the air. As he took in the bustling scene before him, Kevin's eyes widened in stupor. The mall, a maze of enticing storefronts and teeming shoppers, hummed with activity. Sunlight streamed through big window panels on the ceiling above, casting a brilliant shine on the polished marble floors, luring them deeper into the maze-like hallways. As they stepped onto the cackling escalator leading to the third-floor food court, the murmur of their enthusiastic discourse blended with the melodious sounds playing softly from hidden speakers. The floors were lined with stores of all sizes and specialties, their vivid displays engaging for attention. There were upscale boutiques with mannequins dressed in the latest fashion trends, their exquisite costumes highlighted by well-placed spotlights. Passers-by were fascinated by the brilliance of cutting-edge devices in electronic stores, while the pleasant aroma of freshly brewed coffee wafted from the inviting storefronts of snug cafes. Marcus had a boyish charm that suited his athletic form, thanks to his sandy brown hair and emerald green eyes. Brooklyn walked by his side with grace, her flawless complexion glowing against her long chestnut locks that cascaded down her back like a magnificent tapestry. Kevin, beside, stood tall with his athletic frame, his dark skin gleaming with the dappled lights across the mall. His eyes were like pools of obsidian, overflowing with the excitement of life around him. As they began to rise to the third story, his short, curly hair bounced as he adjusted his body towards Brooklyn. "Hey Brooklyn, when do you plan on ditching Marcus? I bet he gets on your nerves," Kevin teased, flashing a mischievous grin. In response, Marcus nudged him with his elbow, while Brooklyn giggled, her laughter mixing with the hustle-bustle around them. "Oh, come on, Kevin. Marcus is absolutely wonderful," Brooklyn exclaimed. As she spoke, she delicately interlaced her fingers with Marcus, their hands fitting together like a perfect puzzle. Underneath Kevin's jovial conversation, a hint of envy flared. He'd always wished for a relationship like theirs, one in which he could lean on someone and openly express his adoration without fear or hesitation. Kevin has always kept his dating life a secret due to the conservative beliefs instilled in him by his parents. But now that he was in the land of possibilities, he yearned for a relationship like Marcus and Brooklyn's, something shamelessly cringe-worthy yet unwaveringly loyal. Brooklyn gently poked Kevin, her eyes mischievously sparkling. "So, Kevin, when are we going to meet Mrs. Kevin? Do you have any plans?" With a cheeky sparkle in her voice, she teased. Marcus joined in the fun, a wicked smirk on his lips. "Oh, sorry, my boy here has church duties to attend to," he explained. "You guys are just awful," Kevin's exclaimed as they made their way to the food court. Kevin couldn't help but feel uneasy in the middle of the light-hearted mocking. Everyone recognized him as the responsible individual shaped by his parents' values. He should be carefree and unburdened by expectations at the age of 22. However, Kevin's reality was quite different. He was the eldest of 4 siblings reared by a single mother who worked long and hard hours to provide for them. Immigrating to the United States had been a dream come true for him, but it came with a tremendous load of responsibility. Working full-time and juggling his college studies, Kevin often found himself putting in extra hours, shouldering the weight of not only his own expenses, but also the financial support for his 3 siblings back in Africa. His upbringing was impacted by his strict mother, who instilled Christian ideals and exemplary etiquette in him. In Kevin's family, Going to church every Sunday was more than a suggestion, it was a strict requirement. But deep down, he desired to break away from the role he had been put into, to embrace a life in which he could be both responsible and spontaneous, forging his own path and serving as a role model for others. He spoke in an attempt to break free from his thoughts. "How has college been treating you? I'll be honest, I'm a little worried about the new semester. America may appear to be welcoming, but it sometimes feels like it has a thing against people like me," he stated, softly pointing to his dark complexion. Marcus smiled regretfully as Brooklyn attempted to lighten the mood, her words soothing. "College is college, regardless of where you are. It can be tough, trust me. I have a deadline looming next week. I can't wait to finish it and crawl into a corner and cry," she confessed. In response, Marcus let out a warm chuckle, pulling Brooklyn closer into an affectionate embrace. "Oh, darling, it's all right. I'll always be here for you, crawl on," he whispered. Kevin, not one to miss an opportunity for playful banter, contorted his face in mock disgust. Brooklyn lightly slapped Marcus's chest, to which Marcus feigned pain. Just as they were about to turn a corner to the food court, Kevin's gaze was unexpectedly drawn to a captivating sight. A group of friends caught his eye. But it was the figure at the center of the group that held him spellbound. A lovely blonde glided smoothly among her friends, her golden curls tumbling over her shoulders like a sun-kissed cascade. Her beautiful smile illuminated the entire area, exhibiting a compelling charm that drew Kevin's attention inexorably towards her. Kevin's interest grew when he spotted her companions bringing her towards a Foot Locker store. Taylor and her eclectic group of friends walked into the colorful scene, eager to indulge in some retail therapy. As they went through the maze of stores, laughter and animated discussion filled the air, their enthusiasm contagious. Their ecstatic search led them to the entrance of Foot Locker, a thriving hub of sneaker culture. The shelves were stocked with boxes upon boxes of trainers, offering a world of style and comfort. Taylor's eyes lit up with excitement as she spotted a pair of sneakers that instantly caught her attention. Intrigued, she made her way to the display, her friends eagerly following suit. As Taylor sat down on the plush, cushioned chair provided by the store, she slipped off her current shoes and held her foot out, ready to be adorned by the potential masterpiece before her. "Hey, guys, check out these shoes. Do you think they look good on me?" Taylor said, gently sifting her blonde hair away. Jasmine's hooded eyes squinted mischievously as she lifted her hand, revealing a pair of neon sneakers that reflected in her glasses. Her voice carried a playful tone as she suggested an alternative. "Why don't you buy these instead? Only you could pull off something like that, Jasmine." Maya chuckled, her dark complexion radiating a warm glow as she moved closer to the window. Taylor playfully reprimanded her friends, her laughter filling the air. "Come on, guys, serious answers only. This is an important decision." She looked at Jasmine expectantly, wanting an honest opinion from Jasmine. "Oh, your seriousness, Taylor. Loosen up, girl." Jasmine's faint smile curved her lips as she shifted her gaze towards a pile of shoes, diverting attention from herself. Maya swooned. "Speaking of loosening up, what's up with the barista, Jasmine?" her eyes twinkling. Jasmine let out a sigh, her gaze shifting back to her friends. "Oh, it's nothing," she said. Taylor chimed in. "Oh, I saw it too," she said. "Okay, fine. We might or might not have kissed last night," she confessed. Taylor and Maya squealed in delight, enveloping Jasmine in a warm embrace. "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you," Maya exclaimed. Taylor nodded in agreement. Jasmine redirected the attention back to her friends. "Enough about me. What about you guys? Anything new happening in your love lives?" Maya shook her head, her response quick. "Nothing with me, but Taylor, on the other hand," she trailed off. Taylor's eyes widened in surprise. "What?" Maya couldn't resist teasing her friend. She continued, Taylor is currently juggling a fan club of admirers. They just can't resist your charm, you know. Her words carried a touch of playfulness and lightheartedness. Taylor rolled her eyes, trying to dismiss Maya's words. "Oh, shut up, Maya. You know I'm not interested in any of that. I've had a few crushes here and there, but nothing too serious. I guess I'm still waiting for that person who can handle me. Right now, I've had enough of dating and I'm focusing on myself," she asserted. "Oh yes, it's so exhausting having every boy swooning over me," Jasmine mimicked Taylor. She let out an exaggerated sigh, feigning a dramatic faint. "Oh, come on, Jasmine. Give me a break. Can someone please give me a genuine opinion? Should I buy these shoes or not?" She gestured towards the shoes she was trying on. "I think you should," a husky voice, velvety and captivating, whispered from behind Taylor, sending a jolt of surprise through her. As Taylor and her friends argued, Kevin observed her. The way she moved, the way she talked, everything about her was enamoring. Marcus noticed how his friend just stood there as Brooklyn scurried into a fast fashion outlet. Marcus walked towards him. "What you looking at?" Marcus said, as he places his arm on Kevin and aligned his vision to Kevin's. "Nah man, she is way out of your league," Kevin chuckled. Unfazed by Marcus' remark, Kevin mustered a mischievous grin. He leaned in closer, his voice filled with a quiet confidence. "What's the worst that could happen if I ask for her number, right? I might as well give it a shot," said Kevin. "I think you should bring down your ego a bit," Marcus replied, smiling. With a quick nod and a playful wink, Kevin excused himself from the conversation. Eager to seize the opportunity, he traversed through the bustling mall, his strides purposeful and determined. As Kevin crossed the threshold into the Foot Locker store, he was greeted by the scent of fresh sneakers and the symphony of voices engaged in vibrant conversations. His eyes darted across the store, surveying the aisles until his eyes landed on her. "Oh, come on, Jasmine. Give me a break. Can someone please give me a genuine opinion? Should I buy these shoes or not?" Taylor gestured towards the shoes she was trying on. Looking for a chance, he swept in the conversation. "I think you should." All of the group's eyes turned towards him as he smiled to Taylor. Jasmine and Maya smiled mischievously as they made themselves busy on an aisle step away. "Those sneakers look like they were made for you. Did you custom design them?" Kevin swooned. Taylor's lips curled into a genuine smile. She playfully shook her head, a soft chuckle escaping her. "Oh, I wish I had the fame and influence to custom design sneakers. That would be something. Well, let me tell you a secret. If Nike ever caught sight of a beautiful lady like you wearing their sneakers, they'd be falling over themselves to have you represent their brand. They might even pay you to put them on for free," Kevin complimented. Taylor's laughter filled the air, genuine and melodic. "Thank you. That's incredibly sweet of you. By the way, I'm Taylor," she introduced herself. With a playful smirk, he inquired, "So, who's the lucky guy in your life?" Taylor's eyes sparkled mischievously as she shrugged her shoulders. "None worth wasting time with, honestly." Kevin paused for a moment, a playful twinkle in his eye, before continuing, "Would it be a sin for me to ask for your number?" A smile danced on Taylor's lips as she met Kevin's gaze. "Well, it won't be if you ask for forgiveness," Kevin replied, leaning onto a rack. "I think I'll take my chances, with the hope that the priest forgives my sins the next time I go for confession, even though I'm not Catholic." Taylor's eyes gleamed as she reached into her bag and retrieved her phone. With a mischievous glint, she read out a series of letters, each corresponding to a number: MPT JMGW GAD 678 564 9423. Kevin's eyes widened slightly. "Thanks," he replied with a grateful smile, storing the number in his phone. "I'll make sure to let you know if my sins have been forgiven," he added. As their conversation unfolded, Jasmine and Meyer approached Taylor. They couldn't contain their admiration, blurting out, "Wow, he looks very handsome. Did you get his name and number?" Taylor smirked. "Oh, I don't go around asking for people's numbers. Let's see what fate has in store."